Brewers. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. Singy today, of course, will be treated to the sausage race and some really good baseball.
Yeah, these fans love their Brewers, and I love the way they run the show here in Milwaukee. I mean, the fans are into it. They bring it just about every home game, and there's a lot of fun tradition carried on in this ballpark, as you mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab, Kyle Harrison. What do you look for here?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence, and if he is, he should be just fine.
Ready to go now? Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
The Yankees, the first baseman, number 48, Paul Goldschmidt.
And away we go here in Milwaukee. Oh, 1 now. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Just
That's a ball.
Missed.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And a swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Freeland settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Right through there for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball,
That's the ball down.
within the new shift rules? 2 down, nobody on. Almost got him. The 2-1. Here's a high chopper. A dive. He's got it. Fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Well, I think that one of the things that we've seen is that neutralizing the running game is as much to do with going with the slide step that a good majority of the pitchers have, and nobody wants to give a free ball to the hitter.
Ball.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball. Right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the...
And that is that. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Cam Schlittler. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Number 11, Jackson Chourio.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball there. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him. Now one away.
Batting second, the second baseman, right.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
Really
Ball,
good
that's
take,
it.
especially with 2 strikes.
In the air to left center. Bellinger settles under this one. 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, William Contreras.
And now it's William Contreras. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Milwaukee, all set for the start of the inning. Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ha!
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Inside.
That's inside.
Now
Ball.
1-2. Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Ball.
The 1-0. No score here in the second. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
So up next for New York, Jose Caballero.
That's a ball. That's down.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract. That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Ball.
Popped up. And there's one away.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Goldie takes it to the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The right fielder, number 10, Sal Frelick.
And here is Sal Frelick.
An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Top of the zone for a strike. 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Good job to fight that one off.
Ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down. Nobody on. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is that. Brewers go down quietly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. Harrison back to work.
Low. Ball. That's a ball.
Hit hard on the ground to short. In time to Vaughn. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Goldie steps into the box.
That missed. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Feels like the fastball's catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
Nope. Ball.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. That one just missing inside. 3-2 now. This one in the air right field, and it stays fair. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Wright.
The 0-1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Goldie, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just
no,
off
that's
the
outside. Ball.
Part of the plate.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the dirt, blocked. Payoff pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. The Yanks lead 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Stepping in, Luis Rengifo.
Number 13, Luis Rengifo.
That one in triple digits. The 0-2. And that one almost got him. This one in the air right field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safely into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Towards right center field. Jones moving under this one. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The relay to the plate. Saves at the plate. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Joey Ortiz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B
That's a ball low.
with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance.
Ball went over the fence.
It
That's
over
2
the
bases.
fence for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Chris, where does this Brewers glove logo rank for you all time?
I'd say for me, it's right there in the top 5. I mean, their logos and everything is sort of your personal experience, but ball caps that we had around the house, Montreal Expos growing up, Milwaukee Brewers, that Philadelphia Philly where the red was a deeper red, more of that burgundy, but those were just iconic logos, and so because of that early impression, they stay in my top 5. Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
This is Bryce Terang. Popped out to left his first time. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Man at second. That one outside, and now it's even 1-1. In the dirt. Here's a 2-1. That's down and in. William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, big swing and a miss. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, and 2 now. Finds its way through, base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Now it's Christian Yelich. He popped out his first time. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Two on, 2 outs.
Just
that's
missed with that
outside.
backdoor
Ball.
breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Sits him down looking. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, on to the 4th, Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That's a ball.
And a ground ball to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Foul ball. Sliced hard but foul. The Brewers leading by 2, top half of inning number 4. That one 95 to finish him off.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Struck out swinging his first time.
Nope, ball.
That one back up the middle and it gets through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That's a ball.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Step off, throw to first.
Hey!
Rosario dives back in. Rosario off of first with 2 away. On the inside corner for a strike. And that's ball. The inside edge. 2-2. Just
No,
missed.
that's it.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's going to roll to the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So digging in, Jose Caballero. Popped out and fouled ground first time through.
Ball outside.
Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily. The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No, ball.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reaching for it and brings it in. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We are tied 2-2. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go, bottom 4. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 1-1.
That's inside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one
That's
missed.
the ball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So
Take your base.
walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk. Well,
that's the
triple
ball.
digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's limited the damage so far. Nothing too bad. Might stick with this approach.
Rengifo,
Yeah.
batting with one down, takes a strike.
He's
No,
really
that missed.
working
That's the
him
ball.
away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one in triple digits. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Ball. Ball.
In the air, left field, and it stays fair. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Digging in, Joey Ortiz. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swings through that. Two on, 2 outs.
No, that's out.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. That is the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We played 4. We are tied 2-2. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells.
You know, these
That
Yankees
missed. That's the ball.
just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that one hit
Foul.
to first, and foul ball. On a line, and he misses it. It drops in. Now he'll turn for second, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kyle Harrison departs, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
DL
Brewers,
Hall on a pitch out of the pen here.
37.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Hee-haw!
Man at second. There's a
Well,
strike.
you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice getting ready to hit.
Ball.
Next
Nope,
pitch
that's
misses
it.
inside, and it's 2-0.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Two on that. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. The Brewers trying to keep this a 2-2 game. And we're at the top of the fifth. And that's the third out. So they work around to lead off double. Last half of the fifth coming up. We are tied 2-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And that one pulled foul. Inside, almost got him. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
The catcher, William Contreras.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Ball. That's low.
Two down, nobody on. Line, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Ripped to short. On to Jazz. Third out, and that ends the frame. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Cody Bellinger.
Nope.
Activity
Ball.
in the bullpen for the Brewers. Trevor McGill, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Koenig getting loose as well. Right through there for a strike. Splits the plate. Going to count 1-2. Next pitch
Ball.
is
That's
outside. And there's a ball. Towards first, Vaughn. He takes it on his own. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Oh-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Handcuffed him with that slider. And there are 2 outs.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Hut.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Ball.
Jazz goes down on strikes. Yanks held in check. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 6th. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. That one at triple digits. Movement in the Yankees pen. David Bednar up and throwing. Doval getting cranked up as well.
That's a ball. That's a ball.
Misses
Ball,
inside.
that's in.
Ball 3. On the ground. Chisholm tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
The right fielder, number 10, down.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Cam Schlittler is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
The new pitcher in the game,
number
Paul
58,
Blackburn.
Paul Blackburn.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. It's safe
No,
at
he
first,
beat it,
the
he
bunt
beat it.
single.
Up next for the Brewers.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Luis Rengifo will hit next. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a base hit. Throws to second. They take the force out. Got him.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Hee-haw!
The 0-1.
Ball.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a ground ball. Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Milwaukee leaves 1. Score remains 2-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Trevor McGill.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero.
Hee-haw!
Caballero wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. Still one challenge left for them. Oh, 1 down. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That's in. Ball.
Got him looking. 1 out.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Fall off foul. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen for Beatons.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Austin Wells now at the plate.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike. Wells thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. The big righty strikes out the side. So the Yanks go in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the 7th, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells takes it in for the out. One away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first in time.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Bryce.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And that one ripped to left. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back here in Milwaukee, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Activity in the bullpen. Abner Uribe, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Koenig warming up as well. Back up the. Oh, that got him. To first, he beats it, and that's an infield hit. And now we'll see if the left-hander is going to be all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Jet swing went around. That's strike 1. The Yanks with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run blast. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 4-2.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's Judge now, 1 for 3.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ball.
McGill, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Rengifo tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
Ball. That's the ball.
The next
Ball.
offering misses, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4.
Nope, ball
Tried
4.
another
Take your
fastball,
base.
but missed the spot.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
1 down. Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Pickoff throw. Bellinger dives back. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Trevor McGill gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Jake
Brewers,
Woodford on a
number
pitch here.
41.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
That's too low.
That's the ball.
Ball 1. Bellinger on at second with 2 down.
No need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
2-0. And another ball. And ball 4.
Inside, ball 4. Take your base.
Up next for the Yankees, the pitcher,
First and second, 2 outs. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a strike at the knees. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Swing, and he popped it up. Ortiz under it. And that is that. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers 2. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin.
now pitching for the
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. David Bednar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, William Contreras.
This one in the air, center field. Jones gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Number 39, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. The Yankees up by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Andrew Vaughn now. And that one hammered. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now, Freeland.
The tying run at the plate. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, it comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
2 outs. Runner on first. Next for the Brewers, Luis Rengifo. That one kicks away from the catcher. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
So the tying run at second.
Nope,
Close one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Upstairs.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
3-0 down. And there's the automatic. And he walked him.
Ball four.
And
Take
the
your base.
run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. David Bednar done for the night, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Coming up on the first pitch, Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Golden
Did he go?
checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Ball.
Just
No,
missed.
ball.
And that is out of play. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground to the left. And
Foul
it
ball.
goes just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
The lefty, the 1-0.
That missed. That's a ball.
Just underway here in Milwaukee.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And that's downstairs and outside. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And he brings it into the warning track.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 99,
Aaron Judge at the plate. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Hard Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning for Cody Bellinger.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The 1-0. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. A two-run shot. The Yankees score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now here is Ahmed Rosario. Rosario in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Two down, nobody on.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. Into second, and he's got it doubled.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, two down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We go to the bottom of the first. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Cam Schlittler. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Here's the 0-1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout.
The second baseman, right.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
The 0-1. And he lays down a bunt.
That's foul.
And that's just foul.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters. 0-2
That's a
count.
ball.
You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
That misses.
Ball.
2-2. Good eye
That
right
missed.
there.
That's a ball.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Good plate appearance
base.
there. Able to take the walk. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. So 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. And that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at American Family Field. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero.
Ball outside. That's a ball.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Check
Strike
swing
2.
called strike. That is strike 2. Popped up. Vaughn in position. Takes it in for the out.
Batting in, the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Wastes no time there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
1 out. Runner at second. Austin Wells the next to hit. That misses.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And that is ball 1. Man at second. Out towards right center field. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
That one to first.
That's a foul ball.
That's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. The 0-2.
Ball.
Let's go, Milwaukee.
In the air, right field. And that'll do it. One left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom half of inning number 2, Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. One pitch and one out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that
That's a
lands
foul.
in no man's land, a foul ball. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And that one a
ball.
little below the knees, and it's 1-0.
That's
was
a ball.
Absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just
Ball
missed.
high.
There's a strike. 3-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch
Take your
things
base,
out
ball
front,
4.
so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Frelick leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
No, that's low. Ball.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Coming around third is Frelick. And now they trail by 1.
Comes through with the RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Garrett Mitchell getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one for strike 2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. inning over, and it could have been worse. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees 2 and the Brewers 1. On to the 3rd inning. In now is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice.
Right.
And ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1.
Ball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 down. That one is
Ball.
upstairs.
That's high.
Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. That one misses.
Take your baseball,
so
4.
Leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Fouled off left side.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Judge comes up empty there.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Left field, way back there. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well.
Yeah!
No fumble caused by the ground.
Bellinger, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Back up the middle and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Inside.
Little
Ball.
trouble with this one behind the plate. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
2 on, 1 out.
No, that's inside.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two now. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
That sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Golden opportunity right here.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Here's a 3-0. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kyle Harrison won't go any further tonight, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
D.L.
Brewers,
Hall takes over on the mound.
How'd you like this? Summoned from the bullpen, playing the Yankees, bases loaded.
That one found hard the other way. Outside
That's a ball.
And the count even 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On the ground, right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove.
Hey,
to first, and he
throw.
beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores on the play. All loaded up. Spencer Jones digs in now. Doubled his first time up. Base hit and a run in to score.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Gets him to chase after that one. And that is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Just
That's in,
misses.
ball.
And the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Rengifo takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So they're all loaded up. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 5 and the Brewers 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off, Joey Ortiz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. 1 down.
Up next for the Brewers, the left fielder, number 11, Jackson Del Rio.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Misses
Ball.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Way inside. On the ground to 3rd. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Bryce Terang.
This is Bryce Terang. He reached out a walk his first time. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He makes the grab. That is the inning. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the Brewers 1. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now up is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice.
Right.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Oh, 0-2 now.
Nope, ball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And ball one low to Judge.
Hee-haw!
That one inside. Look out.
Well, you just got to regroup after that call. He didn't agree with it, and you can't blame him, but you don't have time to dwell on it. You got to be ready for this next pitch.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bellinger,
Ball.
the next to hit, takes ball one.
Hee-haw!
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Up the middle. In time to Vaughn. And that's the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Bottom 4, here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras.
William Contreras.
Down, ball.
And another
No,
ball.
ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Clips the corner, and it's 2-2. Curve in the dirt. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back on this one. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
That one in triple digits. Yelich wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. 0-1. There's a strike. Yelich set down on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
First baseman, Andrew
2 down, bases empty. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
This one in the air. Goldie under it. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They're down 5-1. Back here at American Family Field. All set for the start of the inning. Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 13, Second base, Chad Jr.
Line drive, base hit. And now two aboard.
Up next for the Yankees.
So up next for New York, Jose Caballero. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one in the dirt and gets away. So on the wild pitch, two guys advance.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. Two men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
2 for 2, so he's got to be feeling good right now.
He's turning a special day into something magical with how easy he's making it look at the plate.
Ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
The 1-0. Here's a chopper to short. Ortiz. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Slides for the stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Brewers 1. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning. Sal Freeland up now for the Brewers.
Now, Freeland.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Up the middle, Caballero whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Brewers, the third baseman, number 13, Louis Renfroe.
First pitch
That missed.
doesn't
That's a
find
ball.
the zone.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a foul out of play. The Yanks up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Just
Ball,
off
that's
the
in.
inside edge.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Caballero should have this one. 2 up, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Number 5, Garrett.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Struck out swinging his first time.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Caballero grabs it on the run. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 7-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees.
Paul Goldschmidt.
That's to third.
That's
and
a foul ball.
Foul ball. Goldie, a former MVP, a member of the 2000 hit club. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware.
Nope. Ball.
Just missed.
That's down. That's a ball.
That one way outside. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses.
Missed. Ball
So
4.
leadoff
Take your
walk.
base.
Next for the Yankees,
You get a
the
walk,
designated
and
hitter,
you get a
Dan
walk. Everyone gets a
Right.
walk, Boog.
Swings through that high fastball. Goldie aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Ground ball left side. 1 at second. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Offense held in check there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Yankees out in front 7-1. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. First
That's a
offering,
ball.
and it just misses. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And he starts the bottom of the 6th with a double.
He was all over that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Jackson.
And first offering is fouled off. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And the runner holds. Man at second. Swing and he breaks his back. Goldie takes it himself. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want. That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing, and he popped it up. And that is foul. The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out.
For the Brewers, the catcher, William Contreras.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Jones pulls it in on the run. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 7 and the Brewers 1. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers,
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Woodford.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. Short hop liner, handled it short. In time to
He's out of
ball.
there.
That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Ahmed Rosario.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Woodford, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Angel Serpa, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. The 1-1 is fouled off.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Stays alive. One and 2 here. The Yankees up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. That one outside. 3 and 2 now. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out.
The batter number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
That one lifted to left. Chorio has a beat on it. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Yankees 7 and the Brewers 1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Up next for the Brewers, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Here.
So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Fights it off. You'll see another.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
The right fielder, number 10.
2 down, base is empty. Sal Freeland, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball. That's inside. No, that's high.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Slow ground ball to the right side.
That ball's foul.
And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Just
No, that missed. That's a ball.
That's ball 4.
No, that's
Tried
ball 4.
another
Runner,
fastball,
take your
but
base.
missed the spot.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
That one almost got him.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Freeland off of first with 2 away. Out towards right center field. Judge under it. And the inning is over. It's the Yankees 7 and the Brewers 1. Back here in Milwaukee, we're at the top of the 8th. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 1
That's
there.
a ball. Oh, yeah.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2. On the ground to first.
Foul ball.
And that's foul.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Tap back to the mound. In time to Vaughn. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
So far in his major league debut, he's got 2 hits in his first 3 at-bats.
He's having a great day at the plate, Boog. A multi-hit game is a great way to start your career.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick. To the right side. Vaughn takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 8th.
The catcher, number 28, Austin 12.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third, and that's just foul.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. It's the Yankees 7 and the Brewers 1.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher now, Paul
number
Blackburn.
58.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Garrett Mitchell getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Heck!
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And
That's the ball.
Misses.
Outside.
Struck
Peacock.
him out looking. Didn't seem like that one found his zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
This to third. Gets it to first.
He's out.
He's out.
Up next for the Brewers, the left fielder, number 11, Jackson.
Back to the top of the order now. Down the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. 0 for 3 in this one. Jones on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Yankees 7 and the Brewers 1. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Brewers,
It's the top of the
number
9th, and there's a new
61,
pitcher on the mound, Angel Serpa.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
On the ground. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Wright.
There
Yeah,
was
what?
0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Ball up.
Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Aaron Ashby, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball.
Got him. 2 away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
2 outs, base is empty. It's Aaron Judge now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
In the air, right field. Freeland on the move. And that is that. Yanks held in check, and they're on top 7-1. Back here at American Family Field, stepping in, Bryce Terang.
Terang.
Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You often hear the phrase short to it or long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
The 1-0.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
In the air, out to center. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter.
1 out, man at first. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Hut.
Oh, he doesn't
That
get
missed.
the
That's
call.
a ball.
And it's 1-1. Blackburn, a former All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One-two now. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Jazz. There's one. And that's a double play to end it.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.